Welcome back to KCC. Garland Cricket Club for the Under-17s Eliminator Final. Technical difficulties, got too hot here. Our computer said no. So we've started up a new live stream for the second part. And in between, we missed a wicket. It was a run out. So the Hurricanes now 138 for 5 in the 31st over. Ollie Shale out there now with Charlie Walsh, the captain. He's on 53. Sorry. Sharon Puri, as you can see we've changed on the screen, is out there at the moment. Charlie Walsh continuing just to tick the runs over for the Hurricanes. Shane Puri just the single so far. He'll be wanting to play a support role for his captain. Just rotate the strike. They've brought more fielders in close to try to stop those singles. They're going to get one. No. He's sent back, and wisely so. Well fielded. Moksha back at the bowling green end. He started there. Then he came down and bowled from the members end and was very unlucky not to get a wicket. And then he's completed another over from the bowling green end. 31 overs done. KCC Hurricanes 140 for 5. Imran Ahmed coming on from the members end. He'll be bowling to Charlie Walsh. As you can see in that interlude where we lost connection for our YouTube feed. A new partnership has formed, just the 2 runs so far. Sharon Puri and Charlie Walsh out there. Imran, very full down leg, going to be called wide. There it is, umpire Asif nods in approval.
लास्ट के 4 ओवर है, कोई फ्री में नहीं देने.
Imran in again, re-bowling his first delivery of this, the 32nd over. Short this time. It's been, it's going there, it's out! Charlie Walsh's innings comes to an end on 54, holes out at mid-wicket. A great innings, a captain's knock for the KCC Hurricanes comes to an end. Charlie Walsh gets a pat on the back from the Little So What Tigers players and people here around the ground. A great knock, 54 off 79, but he has to go. And the KCC Hurricanes lose their 6th wicket, 141 for 6. It was there to be hit. It was short, but they had the fielder in place right there on the rope. It went straight down his throat. And he took a great catch to dismiss the captain of the Hurricanes, Charlie Walsh, on 54. Big breakthrough there for the Tigers. Just under 4 overs remaining. Walsh was dangerous and probably looking to up the scoring rate. Now 2 new batters out in the middle. Welcome back, Bots.
Thanks, mate. He really could have hit that one anywhere, Charlie Walsh, and he just found the one fielder out there in the leg side. Unfortunately for him, it was a great knock, though. Absolutely great knock for his team.
Went away for a drink. Computer blew up. Lost the stream. We're now back with a new stream, part 2.
Technical difficulties.
It's too hot.
It's okay.
We're all hot and bothered.
All sorted out. We're back.
20 past 3. Poor computer's been out here with us since 9 a.m. And eventually it said cannot.
Doing a wonderful job, the computer.
More gusts blowing across the ground, across the pitch.
54 for Walsh. Real bedrock of the innings. 141 now. They'll be looking to, new batsmen looking to accelerate. Neither of them have faced many balls, but going to get things going quickly for the Hurricanes.
That rolled along the ground. It's called wide. Get an extra on top of the wide. Hit a foot mark or something on the leg side.
Lose one from Ahmed there.
And just rolled under Neil Patwa's eyes.
.175, of course. Aaron is 5 and over. Probably not going to get there.
Imran now going around the wicket to the left-hander. Jayampuri. He's just on the solitary 1.
Pool towels coming behind us, Aaron.
Oh, would have been nice to be by the pool today. We are as far away from it as possible. Swing and a miss. Very mild appeal for caught behind.
Sort of an afterthought from the bowler, really, trying to support his keeper, but there's no edge there.
Wicket this over, a couple of wides, and the rest have been dot balls. Good over from Imran.
See the value of the wicket. Charlie Walsh, the established batsman, no longer out there. Runs drying up.
Short this time. Swatted down to mid-on for a single. That's the end of the 32nd over. 3 overs remain. KCC Hurricanes 144 for 6. You think they can go at 10 and over from here, Bots, with the 2 new batters in?
Unfortunately for them, I think it's most unlikely from what I've seen so far.
Wait to see who gets thrown the ball. 3 overs remain. 3 death overs.
I think if they can get to 160 from here, they've probably done a good job.
Moksha will continue from the bowling green end. Bowled from both ends today. He's got 2 overs remaining, so he may well bowl the death over. This will be his 6th. 1 for 24 so far. Jayampuri on strike. He's on 2. Drives. Almost a collision between batters on the run, but get through safely.
And if they can get, I mean, they've got something to bowl at now. If they can get to 160, they've got something really to bowl at. Strong batting lineup. This LSW team, Neil Patwa, Preet, of course. Could be in for a great run chase later today.
ओवर भी जल्दी कंप्लीट करने हैं, बहुत टाइम लगा रहे हो.
A lot of encouragement continues from the sideline for LSW.
Full toss. Doesn't beat mid off. Does get the single.
As a young guy, Aaron, you don't get to play in many grand finals, let alone win them. So very important this today, putting the grand final on the line.
Oh, it's well fielded.
Just tremendous piece of fielding there. That was going to rocket away to the boundary, stuck out a left hand. Wonderful piece of fielding.
As you can hear on the mics, well done, Ali. There's the fielder there. Picked it up on one hand and threw it with the other. Again, runs at mid-off. Just the singles, though, at the moment. Four singles. I won't be upset with that. Creeping towards the 150 mark.
Yeah, they're adding to the total. That's the main thing. They've only just come out there, these two, so
12 balls between them faced so far. Right in the slot. No, not the slot. It was a Yorker length. It was a good delivery. Chopped it out anyway and got another single.
Yeah, just one more needed for the 150. I'll go in with some confidence, the KCC Hurricanes, but LSW by no means out of it at all.
Top order wickets will be a high priority for the Hurricanes when they come out to bowl. Get the big names out early. It's a big swing and a miss. And the miss shy there from Neil Patwa with the gloves.
Yeah, just think Neil Patwa and Preet are going to have a lot to say about the result of this game and the spot in the grand final. That's 33 overs gone. Aaron score is 6 for 149.
12 balls remaining. Legal, that is. Just shy of the 150. 160. Between 160 and 170 would be a good score from here. Depends what Puri and Lika can achieve. If they start to swing big, they've got 4 wickets in hand, 12 balls remaining. It is the eliminator, so if you don't go big, go home, because this is the last game one of these two teams will play for the season.
And the grand final will be next Saturday. Pakistan Association versus the winner of this game.
Could be on Friday.
Oh, public holiday Friday.
I think there's an under-15s and under-17s final on Friday.
Let me double check.
Because we'll have the Saturday Cup final on Saturday, and then we've got the T20 finals on Sunday.
Big weekend of cricket here in Hong Kong next week.
I think that's how the schedule's working. Yet to be informed.
Let's have a
TBC for the commentary team at least.
Let's have a look-see.
Muhammad Ali Usman is back into the attack, bowling the final over from the members' end. 150 up now. 151 for the Hurricanes. That's full. Doesn't manage to beat the infield though. Shayan Puri. Dirty towels have been dispatched. New clean pool towels heading back over to the pool pavilion behind us. Clunkety clunk.
Next Saturday morning, May the 27th at 8:10 at Ting Kwong Road Recreational Ground. Grand final of the Under-17s Premier Division.
That's what's scheduled at the moment. We'll find out. Everything changes with Cricket Hong Kong. So much games on. That's lofted over the infield. That's going for 4. Good shot.
Yeah, the elite final being effectively the Division 2 of the Under-17s. Their grand final is Friday afternoon at Ting Kwong Road.
The Under-15s, I believe, is on Friday as well. Saturday Cup final must be after the Under-17s, is it? I'm completely lost. There's so much games, so many games of cricket coming up this long weekend. Exciting. So's this eliminator. 9 balls remaining. 157 on the board already. Handy over this one. That 4 came off a no ball, so 8 runs already to 3 balls remaining.
Saturday Cup final between the Punjab Lions and the KCC Tartars will be at Ting Kwong Road Recreational Ground Saturday, May 27 at 12:50.
So after the Under-17s final. Big swing and a miss there from Leka. We've seen that a couple of times now.
Which means you're likely to have, if KCC were to win this, you'll have a number of the players playing the Under-17 grand final in the morning, backing it straight up with the Saturday Cup in the afternoon.
That's lofted in the air. It's going over the top though. That's 6. Swing and a miss the ball before that one. Over the rope for 6.
Yeah, it's a lovely shot. Just really punched down the ground. Got enough of it to go all the way to 6. A very important one for the Hurricanes. Second last over here.
We're saying, there it is, just lofted beautifully over the rope. Wasn't smashed, just lofted. I was saying at the beginning of this over that somewhere between 160 and 170 was on the cards, but at the moment that 175 is possible.
There's a real good comeback there, that last ball as well. Just a real good Yorker right up in the block hole. Nothing the batter could do about it at all.
34 overs done, 6 balls remain, 163 for 6, the KCC Hurricanes.
Yeah, beautiful from Marouche Lika there. Second last ball of that over, the 34th. Just punching it straight down the ground for a boundary, for clearing the rope.
14 runs off that last over.
Yeah, good one for the Hurricanes. Let's see how they can finish off now. 163 the score.
We're going to see Shia back in to bowl the death over, not Mock.
Yeah, I like that actually.
Confidence in their spinner.
Bowled 1 over, 1 wicket, sorry, for 30 off 6 overs.
The left-handed Puri on strike. He's going to go around the wicket.
Puri, I understand, is part of the under-19s team, Aaron, that's going to tour Yorkshire in July for the Kowloon Cricket Club.
Oh, lovely.
Marouche Lika, I'm not sure if he's on the tour or not, but the Kowloon Cricket Club sending a team of under-19 squad to Yorkshire to play in an academy tournament, 50 overs and T20 tournaments.
Over the wicket it is. That's a rankful toss. He might get a wicket out of it. Didn't charge it. It's going to go for 4. There's that thing we say, either attack or hold off, and he did neither. Gets the boundary.
Yeah, it's well said, Aaron. He didn't do either. He was sort of in between both. He didn't commit forward. He didn't commit back, and that's where you can make that mistake. And it just spun away from him a little to the left, and important boundary to the Kowloon Cricket Club Hurricanes. He's 16 off 14 pure. He's a very handy knock.
He's hit that right onto his ankle. No run.
Yeah, big tour that the boys are very, very excited about.
I'm excited for them.
Travelling to England.
I didn't get an invite to that one.
Play a week and a half of cricket. You're more than welcome, mate. I'll just give you the bill.
I'm just maybe 30 years too old, so that's in the air as well. But the boundary, man is right back on the boundary, long on boundary, so they'll get a single. 168. 3 balls remain. Just see the star, the superstar captain, Charlie Walsh. Let's see if we can get a quick chat with him just at the end of this innings.
We'll just wait for the end of the over and we'll see if we can get Charlie Walsh to have a few words with us.
It's lofted in the air. Didn't attack it either. Just take a comfortable single. Charlie Walsh, captain of the KCC Hurricanes. Great knockout there, mate. 54.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It was good to get out, score a few runs, back up from this morning in the big Infidels win.
2 balls to come. Charlie scores on 169. Shaheen comes in. It's just a single into the leg side. Charlie, 170 the score. The eliminator, of course, the winner through to the grand final. Do you think that's enough on the board?
Yeah, look, we're pretty comfortable with it. We were aiming for anywhere between 160, 180, and look, strong finish from the boys here, and yeah, get us to that target, and that's good. It's a very good score, we think.
See the last ball here from Shaheen.
Left alone, dot ball. That's the end of the innings. 35 overs done. The KCC Hurricanes have put 170 on the board. 171 will be required by the Little Saiwan Tigers for victory. Bots having a chat with the captain of the Hurricanes, Charlie Walsh.
Charlie, we know you've got a little bit of a problem with one of your thumbs. Will you be keeping this afternoon for the Hurricanes?
Yeah, I think it's important to show that I can lead from the front, so I will keep, put that pain aside for a bit and do what's required by the team.
Excellent. Well, very well batted earlier. You had a wonderful partnership with your brother and then also with the Roosh Garg. So you did very well after backing up from this morning. So all the very best this afternoon.
Thank you very much, brothers.
There it is, captain of the KCC Hurricanes, Charlie Walsh. We're going to run through the cards before we take the innings break here. Having a quick look at the batting for the KCC Under-17s Hurricanes. Chris Bhutani and Prakar Mishra opened the batting. Didn't trouble the scorecard too much. Bhutani caught by Patwa behind off the bowling of Mok Shah, and Mishra was caught by Mok Shah off the bowling of Usman. Then Will Walsh came out at number 3, put on a very handy 19 runs. But his brother came out at number 4, and those two put on together a 50-plus run partnership. Charlie Walsh in the end output Farouk off the bowling of Ahmed for 54. Garg also put on a 50-run partnership with Charlie Walsh until he was stumped by Neil Patwa off the bowling of Mutha for 31. Kitcher was run out is there. Well, you missed that on our coverage because our computer failed, but he was run out for 4, and at the end, Cheyenne Puri not out on 18 off 17, and Alika not out on 9 off 10. 170 on the board here for the bowling card for the DLSW Tigers. Iqbal, 4 overs, 1 maiden, none for 21. Usman, 6 overs, no maidens, 1 for 30. Mok Shah, 6 overs, no maidens, 1 for 29. Deserved 2, had 1 dropped off him. Ahmed, 7 overs, no maidens, 1 for 30. Ziranamdar, 7 overs, no maidens, 1 for 37. That's Shian. He bowled well. I liked his bowling. I always like his bowling. And Mutha also 5 overs, no maidens, 1 for 19. So there it is. The Hurricanes 170 on the board. The Tigers will require 171 for victory in this, the Cricket Hong Kong Under-17s Eliminator Final. We'll be back after the innings break.
भैया मिलते हैं आपसे भाई। Not very sure.
Welcome back to Kowloon Cricket Club for the Cricket Hong Kong Under-17s Eliminator Final. Aaron Bush with you. It is KCC Hurricanes versus the Little Saiwan Tigers. Hurricanes putting 170 on the board, 171 to win for the Tigers. Joining me in commentary, Matt Potters, Bodfield. Going to be a good run chase here, Bots.
Good afternoon again, Aaron. Yeah, it is going to be a good run chase. I'm really looking forward to this. It's a big game, the Eliminator, spot in the grand final next Saturday on the line. Ollie Shale with the new ball from the bowling club end. Charlie Walsh behind the stumps and LSW chasing 171 for a spot in the grand final.
Rao and Iqbal opening the batting. The umpires signalling to the scorers. Are they ready? They are. They wave. We're ready to get underway. 171 for victory. Rao on strike, Iqbal at the non-strikers end for the Tigers. One slip in place.
Charlie Walsh up to Ollie Shale. Interestingly, Aaron, early pressure on the batters. Just dragged that one down, Shale, and just pushed it into the offside. Down the offside, wide to open with.
Loosener.
Yeah, very much so.
In this late afternoon.
And we've got someone just walking across the middle of the cricket ground here, interestingly. Aaron.
Well,
he's just out of deep cover. He's putting himself there. He's got black shorts, black sneakers, sporting a red necklace of some sort, and just making his way to the boundary rope now.
Young Will Walsh was telling him to get off. He has now got off. We can continue. Ollie Shale to bowl his first legal delivery. Full. Oh, yes, nice Yorker length.
There's always something of interest at Kowloon Cricket Club, and there's that little bit today. Yeah, I haven't seen Arm Slinger around today. I haven't seen her for a while, actually. Yeah.
I saw her at one of the games you were away for. She was floating around.
Haven't seen her today. Maybe a bit warm, but normally any condition she's out and about. Ollie Shale.
That's another wide down leg side.
Ground intruder just walks behind us in the commentary position, going somewhere. Into the bathroom by the look of it.
Shale in again.
Yeah, he's just not finding his line at the moment. He's normally extremely reliable for his line and his length, Shale.
He's getting a lot of movement. At the moment, because he's starting it outside off, it's moving outside the tram lines. And that one didn't bounce very much, but it did move a solid foot to his left.
Yeah, he's
right.
Very consistent usually with his line and his length, and very hard to get away. He'll get it right. Punched into the offside, the point, there's no run there.
Better now from Shale. He's got his line, length. Gets one to move away.
Yeah, that's where it wants to be. Yeah, it's a good point, Aaron. It's just got to be right on that money. A Roosh Gargan at slip. It's probably a little bit too close for my liking.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I know Charlie's up, but perhaps Roosh needs to be back a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to get their first runs off the bat. Direct hit, that was out.
Direct hit, that was out by a mile. Rao just took off, and as you say, direct hit. He wasn't even interested in sliding his bat. He was just too far away. But it wasn't a direct hit, so Rao gets away with it. He gets off the mark.
It was a direct side-on attempt, so very difficult. Only one stump to eye at and aim at. Gets away with it, Rao. Gets off the mark. Kasim Iqbal now on strike. That's wrapped him. A bit high on the pads, I would suggest.
He's going down leg also. Walsh, no interest from behind the stumps. And Roosh Garg is in exactly the wrong position. Aaron at slip there. Shale is not bowling at spin pace, and he's standing in a spin position. He's followed Walsh up, but he should be back in the traditional position.
As it will fly off the edge if he gets one. Just defends this one. Kasim Iqbal. That's the end of the first over. Little Saiwan Tigers fall for the loss of no wicket. They need another 167 for victory.
Yeah, just talking about that first lip position, you're absolutely right. It will fly, and it's actually dangerous where he's standing in there.
Without a helmet on.
First slip.
If it was in front of the stumps, I don't think you'd be allowed in under 17s. You'd need to put a lid on.
Yeah, certainly. The Rushlika, looks like, from the clubhouse end.
Lika with that ball in hand shortly. He's working his mark out.
It is a Rushlika. Very, very reliable bowler.
Another little dust storm blows down the pitch. It's a gusty afternoon, Sunday afternoon in Hong Kong for the Eliminator. Fires that one down leg. Very fast, very far down leg. Spin bowler for the Tigers. Arthur just floating past the commentary tent, shuffling his feet, his shoes off at the moment. No plans to bat, it would seem, at the moment. Botts has run out there and managed to snare Mutha. We got him into the commentary position. We're going to put him on the microphone just after this delivery from Lika to Rao. Fires it in, dot ball.
Sure, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Good afternoon. You kept, just got you on now. Yeah, you kept KCC to 170. How do you feel about your chances of chasing it down?
I think the chasing part is down to the first 10 overs. You can get good 50, 60 runs. A nice partnership like Will and Charlie did. I think that's from there. But I think 170 was a bit too much. I think we should have been down to 150. The last couple of overs, sloppy fielding. Players are tired. I think the decision, we lost the toss. We wanted to bat first as well because of the humidity.
Yeah.
So I think it's all about that now. So how they play through.
Watch this delivery from Lika.
Did he get any glove on it? Find out.
But you look at your batting order. You've got Neil Patwa in there. You've got Preet, and then you've got yourself with big hitting later on in the innings. I mean, 170 is a gettable target.
Yeah, and also we have Abu.
Yeah.
Booker.
Yeah.
Batting amazing this season. So yeah.
All right. All the very best. Good luck.
Good luck. Thank you.
Spot in the grand final on the line. Wish you all the best.
Yeah. Thank you.
Shoria, the leg spinner extraordinaire from LSW under 17s, just joining us briefly.
Well, they don't know the rule, but we know the rule. If you wander through our commentary position today, we're going to put the microphone on you.
And if we know you.
Well, that it does help.
We do.
We didn't know the man that was wandering around on the ground, so we let him go past to the bathroom.
He's sitting over there with his group of supporters, of friends, watching the game.
Good over so far after starting with a wide, just a single. Fires that one in again. That one was off the glove, that single too, down the leg. It was a tough chance for Charlie Walsh with the gloves on.
It was interesting, Aaron, what Shoria said actually. He knows his cricket very well. He thought 170 was they got away from them a little bit. They had a chance to hold them to a smaller score than that. But they've got a game plan, LSW, which is good. That first 10 overs and then build partnerships through.
Final delivery, the second over. In the slot, that one might go for 4.
That's a beautiful shot.
Absolutely beautiful off the bat. 4 runs to end the second over. Little Saiwan Tigers, 10 for the loss of no wicket, requiring another 161 for victory. Yeah, Bots, you're talking to Mutha, and he said everything I said in the first innings about the fact that it's hot, hard work out there, and they were getting tired at the end, the fielding got sloppy, and if they had the choice, because of the conditions, they would have batted first.
Yeah, absolutely right, absolutely. It was very good of him to share that with us. They were going to opt to bat, but that's cricket. You don't get that. Only one team gets to pick what the other one does first. That was just a beautiful shot from Iqbal there to get off the mark. Kazim Iqbal, beautiful textbook cover drive. Gets him underway. The score's 10 after 2.
Ollie Shale to continue from the bowling green end. His first over went for 4. Most of that was in extras as he tried to get his line in order.
The batter a little surprised there that he didn't receive the wide call from the umpire. I'll keep going on about it, Aaron, but I don't like where Arush Garg is.
Well, if he gets an edge and he gets the catch, it'll be humble pie eaten by both of us, but he just took a step back there just as we said it. Tried to whip that away on the leg side, did Rao, and he managed to pick out the fielder mid-wicket.
He needs another 2 steps back from where he was then in that delivery.
I agree. If he snares an absolute specky, we'll eat humble pie. If not...
he could be eating cricket ball.
Well, that's true. We hope not. Ollie Shale to Rao. It's missed everything. Worked for Tajari to pick it up and stop it.
Well, Rich Leaker does very well coming around from fine leg.
Cut Tajari out of the picture there.
It's a wide +1. It's been very loose here, Shale, early.
You say that's uncharacteristic.
Very much, very uncharacteristic.
Eliminator nerves, perhaps?
Yeah, quite possibly. He'll get it right though. And when he does, he can tie batters down.
He also has been here since 9 a.m. because he was in the production tent here with us for the T20 scoring.
He was sitting on my left all morning doing the scoring for the T20 Elite Cup.
Long day for all involved. He's just chipped that up in the air very nicely. They'll get the single. Leaker will pick it up. It's nicely played. It's short.
Yeah, again, Shale just drifting onto the legs there. He put away. Not a lot of chat out in the field, Aaron, from the KCC Hurricanes.
I noticed that from the beginning as well. It's very flat and quiet. You'd think they'd be up and about with 170 on the board.
It's very noticeable, isn't it?
As we say, maybe it's just a long day. That's got a leading edge. Will Walsh diving into an old pitch turf. Just missed it.
Yeah, Rao there just going hard at that one, not getting it right. Will Walsh threw himself to the right, but couldn't get a hand on it.
Final delivery of the 3rd over. And it's a dot. That's the end of the 3rd. Little Saiwan Tigers 13 for the loss of no wicket. 158 still required.
I don't want to say lack of enthusiasm, but there seems to be a lack of energy in the field. These boys, maybe
it has been a long,
maybe
hot
it's the
day.
heat. Maybe it's the heat, but
A number of them have played this morning. Been here early to watch. They all arrived well before 12. Sat around in the midday heat. And then we saw in the fielding effort for the Tigers, they started to get very flat towards the end. The Hurricanes are going to need to pick themselves up, get a wicket at some point, break this opening partnership.
yeah, you've got to look to your senior players. Obviously, Charlie Walsh, captain, but also the likes of Arush Garg. A lot of experience in senior men's cricket, a lot of experience in Hong Kong under-19 level. All of the others up and coming. You've got to look to your senior players to get that energy up in the field. It just doesn't seem to be there at the moment.
That one kicked up a bit.
Yeah, a little bit more heat on that one from Arush, and not sure if it was that ridiculous crazy bounce we've seen before, but it was a little bit more bounce that we've seen on other deliveries from him.
A bit more pace, like you said. Yeah, it definitely didn't get the poppy bit up, but flew through. Collarbone height.
little false start there as Leaker goes back to the top of his mark.
You can see Charlie Walsh at the back there, hands on knees. He's bending over a bit. 2 big games he's played, including scoring that half ton. He says he wanted to get out there with his injury when we talked to him on the broadcast to lead from example, but he must be tired.
Just defended in there. Also, I'm not sure it took a lot of energy, but the Australian International School, Aaron, made their debut in Cricket Hong Kong Seniors Division 2 under-20s during the week, and Charlie Walsh played a hand in that.
And was the game against Kaduri School?
Game against the Diocesan boys from Kaduri, yes. It was a tight tussle until it started. Botfield and Walsh opened and
I saw the score.
Put on 100 and something, it was 95 off 4 overs or something.
They won by just a tick under 300, I believe.
Yeah. It was 348, played 51, I believe. So it was tight for a little while, and then well, credit for Cricket Hong Kong, seriously, for putting it on and getting some other schools involved. It will continue tomorrow.
A lot of cricket. These boys are going to be looking forward to their summer break, except for the ones going to Yorkshire, of course.
Well, they're looking forward to it even more.
Probably cooler.
It's been summer in Yorkshire, 14 degrees.
Take the woolies.
Yeah.
Nice longs.
Balmy day, all the local shirts off, walking around in 14 degrees, loving it.
5 top balls so far this over. Make that 6. That's a maiden for Liga. The 4th over is done. Little Saiwan Tigers 13 for the loss of no wicket.
Yeah, even noticed there, Aaron, it was just a tremendous maiden over from Leaker, and there wasn't one round of applause, one clap from anyone out on the field at all. No enthusiasm, no well done. No running up, slap on the back. We get the energy levels up, KCC. Because if they don't take wickets, before you know it, DLSW will be favourites. They've got a strong batting lineup.
Ali Shale to continue from the bowling green end.
We've got more shoelace problems for Charlie Walsh.
After his 50 today, he might need to go out there and buy a new pair of shoes. Perhaps some laceless ones.
Rishgarg's getting even closer there at first slip.
You're right, he is. That's well stopped by Charlie Walsh. I understand the concept of trying to put some pressure on the batters, but I'm not sure how you're going to take a catch if it flies.
No, you're just going to get hurt. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, the best thing you can hope for, it misses you. Runs down to fine leg there, just a single.
Still straying down that leg side. Ollie Shale into his 3rd over. Just hasn't got the line and length today. I think he's taken a couple of steps back now in first slip, Marouche.
Yeah, maybe one step back.
Better from Shale.
It's 2.2 overs, none for 9 Shale, but 6 of them in wide, so he's giving away anything off the bat when he's got it right. He's just giving away some extras. I mean, when he gets it right, he's very hard to get away. That's a good shot.
He was too far outside off. That's 4. Put it in the book. It's wide outside the off. Bit short. Easy pickings there for Iqbal. His second boundary, and we saw that both of them have been beautiful shots, to be honest.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot. He just rocked back on that. It was too short from Charles. He just rocked back and beat the man at point and just raced away to the boundary.
Didn't move as much as Shale would like, so he straightened up off the seam. Iqbal gets the boundary. This one's much fuller. Got ball.
Yeah, both boundaries from Iqbal have been absolutely textbook, haven't they? The cover drive earlier and then that cut shot. Great cricket shots.
That's better from Shale. Couple of dot balls, racking them up after that boundary.
Just one to come here in this 5th over. Nice little solid start from LSW.
That's cut between the fielders. It will get cut off by Dejari. Picks it up. Just the single to end the 5th over. Little So 1 Tigers 20 for the loss of no wicket after 5.
Yeah, exactly 4 and over through 5 overs. Doing a good job, the openers here for LSW. Iqbal, 10 off 18. Rao, just 3 off 12, but along with the extras that they've been given, delivered their team 4 runs and over for 5 overs. So
7 extras in the first 5. Not handy for the Hurricanes.
a change of bowler here, Aaron. The clubhouse end. Duraj.
Dejari coming into the attack. Sure, just saw him in the field. Now he's got the ball in hand. When we were talking to Little So 1 Tigers player Murthy, he said he wants a 10 over partnership for the openers here. That's very nicely guided through where a slip would be.
Yeah, smart cricket. Where the slip was up until that delivery, Garg was in there and Walsh moved him out of there into a mid-wicket position, and it was noticed by the batter and just played it through that vacant area. Good cricket.
Yeah, they were saying, Murthy was saying that he wants, if they want to have a chance in this game, they need the opening partners stay out there for 10 overs, get 60 or 70 runs on the board. Well, the runs aren't coming that easily. They are out there looking pretty good. Rao and Qasim Iqbal.
Yeah, I think they'd be very happy if they're up around between 40 and 50 after 10 overs, no wickets down. That'd establish a great platform to run down what would then be 120, 121 off 25 overs.
Quick there from Dejari.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was a good ball. Quite noticeable, the good pace on that.
Short and fast this time. Rao takes evasive action. Wasn't that high though, so. Dot ball. Good over so far. Just the single beginning. Followed by 3 dot balls. There's your 3 dot ball pressure bots. This time he was going for the Yorker, but he just pushed it down leg to take the pressure off.
I've got to say, I haven't seen a lot, if anything, at all of Dejari. But it looks enormously impressive, the run up and the approach to the wicket. Notice he hasn't played. What has he played this year for the under 17s? He's played 3 games.
This one short in the air. Callahan on it, Charlie Walsh, but couldn't quite glove it. Hands on heads there from Dejari. It was a diving effort from Charlie Walsh, but just couldn't grasp it. It was jump and dive to the right. Look at that, he's just jumped and just missed it over the top
Yeah,
of
would
the
have been
fingers.
absolute specky. Great effort. Got a glove on it, but it just wouldn't stick.
It's good bowling from Dejari. He's tried it again and almost got the feather on it. That's the end of the 6th over. Little So1 Tigers are 23 for the loss of no wicket.
Yeah, just looking at Dejari's stats this season, he's played 3 games in the 35 over comp. He's taken 5 wickets, best figures of 3 for 6. Also played in the 2020s, the under 15s he's still eligible for as well. So he's a young man and really like the look of him. Great approach to the wicket, great delivery stride. He looks like he's got enormous potential.
Absolutely, that was a fine over there from Dejari. Just the 1 wide, 2 singles off it. Drop chance was one of the singles. Put it in the books as a chance. It's a tough chance. Injured, tired keeper, captain.
Well, he's a big lad as well, just to still be eligible to play under 15s.
Absolutely. He's standing down here near our commentary position. The smile on his face after his first over. Ali Shale continuing from the bowling green end into his 4th over, none for 14 so far.
Rush Garg now coming out of that dangerous slip position, moving onto the leg side. Captain Walsh is putting him shortish mid-wicket, yes?
Yes. So watch the ball go through first slip now. Oh, it did.
On the bounce, but yes, it did.
It's always the way in cricket. They get the single.
You picked it beautifully, my friend.
Shale in again. Swatted, that's going for 4. Oh no, is Dejari going to cut it off? He does! Well fielded. He has run all the way around the boundary there. Cut that off.
That's what we like to see, a big high five and a pat on the back, because that was a tremendous bit of fielding. Aaron, I was with you 100%. You called, that's 4. I was with you 100%. That was always going to go to the boundary, and Dejari from nowhere showed great pace. He's run at least 15 metres. Picked it up with one hand, kept it in and saved 2 runs. Tremendous piece of fielding.
Flicked it to Krish, who threw it in, kept it to 2. This time Krish will cut it off.
But it was a great shot from Iqbal. He got it right out of the meat of the bat and flew. It was always going to be 4. Dejari had other thoughts.
Becoming our new favourite player for the Hurricanes. Great over, and now doing it in the field, though he's holding his shoulder, which isn't a good sign. But talking of Qasim Iqbal, when he hits it, it's coming off the middle of the bat. Again, trying to get it through that point region. Krish there, cutting it off. Again, keeping it to a dot. 1 ball remaining in the 7th.
Yeah, he just got that one straight at point. The 4 in the previous over, he got in front of point. The 2 that looked like 4 was behind point. Very strong on the offside.
It is again, gets it finer, gets past point. Dejari will cut it off. Into a single this time. That's the end of the 7th over. Little So1 Tigers 27. The loss of no wicket, requiring another 144 runs for victory. Seems my microphone was just turned off.
That's what I thought. That's what it sounded like in my headset, but it was some of your greatest work as well, and you did it off mic.
That's how loud I am. It was picked up on your microphone. Microphone back on. If you missed it, Little So1 Tigers 27 for the loss of no wicket, requiring another 144 off the final 28 overs.
Game's well placed, Aaron.
Very well placed.
End of the power play that we didn't think existed.
Yeah, I haven't quite figured the power play out yet.
Here goes Dejari again.
We liked his first over. So far, we like his second over.
It's good heat, isn't it?
It is. No gully in place, so they get through for the single there. We've all been sitting down for so long. Zishan, the producer today. Bots and I, and the scorer from Little So One, all standing up in the tent now.
Need to go for a walk, I think.
Unfortunately, you're connected to the production system, so you can only walk about 3 metres. Dajari. It's going to get another run there. It's another good ball, though. Strayed a little bit onto the leg stump. Lake bye signal.
I really do like what I'm seeing here with Dajari.
Oh, he's out of the back of the hand, that one.
That's good. That's good. For a young man to try that in a semi-final or in an eliminator is tremendous.
He's bowler in partnership. Only Shale gave it a big round of applause. He liked it as well.
Just look at his approach to the wicket, Aaron. The stride is consistent. The knee lift is great and gets into a really good point as far as delivery is concerned.
Straight on the thigh pad that time. Cheeky single. Well run. That's still good bowling. That one straying onto the thigh pad. But like you say, the action, the run up, all very, very nice.
And still a very young man, right?
14 or 15, one would suggest.
Iqbal's gone to 16 now. Rao 5 off 19, but doing a great job opening the batting. He cuts, he misses.
Botters, you're getting the scores off Cricket HQ, which don't quite match with our overlay. At the moment we have Iqbal at 14, so we're just having a little mid-wicket conference over here at the computers to see if we can line everything up. That's been smashed and it's going to go for 4. That is not going to be cut off by anybody. Pitched it a bit further up this time to Jari and smashed away.
Yeah, Rao got onto that early. It was a good shot. Guard was there, but it just went like an absolute rocket. Guard stuck a hand up, but couldn't get anything on it. 4 runs. LSW 34 after 8, looking good.
That was a good shot. Very nice. To the boundary, near the commentary position, just to our right. I think we're going to have a bowling change from the bowling green end. Just getting confirmation on the new bowler. Shayan Puri, it looks like, coming on from the bowling green end. He's going to go around the wicket with the left hand. I've not seen him bowl, so that is merely a guess, but it looks like he's lining up as a left armour. And as another left armour, I'm correct. Easy single onto the leg side. Kasim Iqbal on strike now, 18 off 28. Bit short again, work to do for the fielders, but they'll get there, cut it off, just keep it to a single. Rao on strike now. No. They're just fixing the computer scores. That's popped up. There's no one there. They'll scamper through. Charlie Walsh trying to get a run out and get through for another single. Score moves to 37. Rao on strike now. Defended this time. Good delivery there from Cheyenne.
End of the over there, little side one, none for 37. Iqbal 18 off 30. Rao 10 off 24. Establishing a really nice platform here, the LSW boys, to build on later as they chase down KCC under 17 Hurricanes, a total of 170.
स्कोरबोर्ड अपडेट हो रहा है स्कोरबोर्ड अपडेट हो रहा है
Dejari to continue from the members' end. Went for a bit of stick at the end of his last over.
Yeah, boundary off the last ball. It's 2 overs, none for 9.
There's some heat there. No footwork at all.
He beat Iqbal there, didn't he?
Zipped through before Iqbal could get the front foot out. Sun slowly fading in the distance. The shadows getting longer. The shade coming across the pitch very shortly. There's not a lot of cloud above, so might be a bit sunny for a while, a bit difficult. Oh, he's just about chopped that one on.
He's lucky to survive that, Iqbal. He's inside edge that, somehow just missed the stumps. Umpire was just having a look at the front foot area for Dejari there. And that was the back
That one's better.
That was the back of the handball. He didn't get it right that time, Aaron, and it's just pitched in short. And Iqbal took full advantage and smashed him away for 4.
When Iqbal gets it off the middle, we've seen it a number of times now, race to the ropes. And when I was saying that's better, it was better by Iqbal, not better by Dejari. I know he likes it, he wants to practice it, the young man, but it's not well disguised. And sometimes it can be a bit over-pitched. And I've seen that a few times with the youngsters. Go back to the stuff you're good at, like that. Jumping up, off the gloves.
That's another one that really bit and gripped and bounced. Could have gone anywhere, but luckily for Iqbal, it fell safely.
A similar ball to Charlie Walsh's dismissal in the T20. Jumps up, hits the gloves,
But
the handle.
Carter was up at the stumps, right?
Yeah.
Get round.
He did. He did a great effort running around. Bit too quick for Charlie Walsh to be up at the stumps. It's beaten him. Another good delivery.
It's been a great over, except for that one. The slower ball back of the hand attempt, which was too short. He doesn't want to overuse that. Just bring it out every now and then. 7 overs. Maybe use it twice, that's all. Don't overuse it. Because these normal balls are fantastic.
Oh,
dear.
That's a no ball. He tried it
क्या कर
again.
रहे हो यार
Now, very interestingly here,
कसिन
Iqbal
क्या कर रहे हो
has sent him back. There's an easy no ball +1 there. Iqbal has sent Rao back. I can only assume on the basis that he wants to enjoy the free hit,
That's my guess.
which I must say,
A little greedy, but he's the one hitting it out of the middle.
yeah.
I'm not terribly upset with that idea. He's 22 off 36.
Yeah, when you're chasing the score down at 170, you're in the 10th over. I don't think you're knocking back singles, right? You lose by 1 later.
This
Problem.
is true. However, I might just want to quickly have a talk about what that was from Dejari.
Whether it was a dangerous ball or otherwise, I would say.
I don't think A, it was deliberate, and B, it was way too high to be dangerous.
Yeah, I think it's enough to get the one official warning, I would say.
Absolutely. And hopefully he's not going to try out of the hand, back of the hand again, because his straight up deliveries are wonderful. Like that.
There's the free hit. Iqbal knocks back the single, refuses to take the single, and misses it straight through the offside. And it's cost him team 1 run.
10 overs done. Little Saiwan Tigers 42 for the loss of no wicket, needing another 129 for victory.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, right? And you're in the 10th over. You get the big full toss, no ball, free hit coming, single down to fine leg, you've got to take it. You don't send your opening partner back. You're not batting with a number 11. Anyway, that was his decision, and it didn't pay off because it was a dot ball through, nothing off the free hit. Puri to continue now to Rao. That's very well bowled. Very well bowled, Cheyenne Puri. Really did beat Rao there. Oh, and again, outside off stump. Didn't bounce as much that one. Bit quicker, straight through. Walsh gloves it. Another dot ball. Cut into the offside. They're going to get 1. They do.
Good calling, good calling. Well done.
Take the score to 43. Puri, that's full. Oh, a bit of a leading edge there into the leg side. He's going to get 1. The field was back. If the shortish mid-wicket was there, that would have been a big chance. Good over this from Puri. One full toss the previous ball, but outside of that, it's been a good. Just the 2 off it. And just punched into the offside. Will Walsh will field. There's no run. End of the over. Score is none for 44. The end of the 11th. Exactly 4 and over, Aaron.
That was a good over. I was watching it side on, a little bit of a wander.
Yeah, one dodgy full toss in the middle, which could have been put away, but wasn't. Other than that, it was a tremendous over.
Dejari to continue from the members' end. Another good pacey bouncer. Just at that collarbone height.
That's what he wants to do for the moment, is just go back and bowl fast. Try to get his lines right. Forget the fancy stuff for the moment. Cut there to point. No run.
आराम से कोई रश नहीं है.
Iqbal 23 off 40. Rao 11 off 29. Really establishing a good platform for LSW. The Just watches that go through harmlessly.
3 donuts in a row there, Bots.
Yeah, can he keep his head, keep his discipline, Iqbal?
I'd like to see a Yorker here from Dajari.
Pitch one up on the toes.
One right on the toes. He's giving some chin music. There it is, and he got the wicket! There it is, perfect bowling from Dajari. Bowls the Yorker, gets the wicket. Kasim Iqbal has to go on 23. Absolute peach of a delivery.
Aaron Bush. Oh. In the official scorebook, it's going to go down as Dajari's wicket, deservedly so, but I could easily just as well give it to you. That's exactly what you called for after the shorter ball early in the over, beaten outside the off stump. You wanted the Yorker, you got the Yorker, he executed it perfectly, and Kasim Iqbal, dangerous, he'd look good, he's got to go.
What a wicket, a huge wicket for the Hurricanes. They needed that. The first wicket falls for Little Saiwan Tigers, 44 for 1 in the 12th.
Interestingly, I can see Iqbal has run the drinks out. He's got them all together. He's given them a good talking to. KCC. He probably doesn't like the energy levels that he's seen out there. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if he's saying, boys, get up and about. There's a spot in the grand final on the line here. We need wickets. We need to be up and about. We need to be vocal. We need to support each other.
While we jest in the commentary position, really, all the credit goes to Dajari there. He set Iqbal up. 3 great deliveries. One with a bit of chin music. Bit short. One just a little bit fuller. And then that one right on the toes. Middle stump. Rattled the death cage.
Yeah, 100% right. He's been very, very impressive, hasn't he? And he's toiled away for nearly 4 overs now, and now he's got the reward. He's 1 for 14 off 3.4. A well-deserved wicket for Dajari there.
If he'd bowled that slower delivery then, I would have cried.
That was never in his mind by the look of it.
Fantastic bowling from Dajari. We've both not seen him bowl before, but boy oh boy, we're all impressed under the tents in the production area.
And who's come out at number 3 for Little Saiwan's? Neil Patwa.
It is Neil Patwa. And that's what the trouble is with Little Saiwan. You get Kasim Iqbal out. Neil Patwa comes out next. Dajari. That's going down the leg. Just too much enthusiasm after the wicket.
That's all that was. That was just youthful exuberance, just trying a little bit too hard and pushing it down leg side.
And of course, after Neil Patwa, Mangukia will be coming in as well. It's just a very, very good top order for the Little Saiwan Tigers. Just paddles that around the corner. Work to do. They're going to come back for the second. No. It's the single to get Patwa off the mark. He's a little upset with himself. Thought it was a quite nice little shot.
He sets some high standards, Neil Patwa. He wanted a boundary off that ball, but I agree with you. He did. It's all right. It's the second one out there. He's just... Well, it's the first one out there, just round the corner and takes the single, get up the non-strikers in.
Rao on strike now on 11. Oh, it's come off the top of the bat, but didn't fly to Will Walsh. Holds the ball cleverly. They get through for the single. That's the end of the 12th. Little Saiwan Tigers. That's a successful over for the Hurricanes. The Tigers 47 for 1 after 12, needing 124 more runs for victory.
Big stage of the match we're coming into now. Number 3, Neil Patwa out there. Good partnership from the openers for LSW. Up around that 50 mark. Can these two now back it up with another partnership? How does Rao handle this situation now? He's been out there for 30 deliveries. He's on 12. Does he try to step up? Or does he play that sheet anchor role and let Patwa continue to establish his innings?
Cheyenne Puri to continue from the bowling green end. I was really impressed with his last over. One loose delivery, but he threatened the stumps. Like that! What a delivery.
Goodness me. Goodness me. That's a tremendous piece of bowling. Rao's going to have to try to get down and negate that. Yeah, that's better from him. Playing from the crease, you're going to get that front foot forward. Otherwise, It's only a matter of time.
I'm a little worried though. Rao shuffling from outside leg right in front of middle with his pads to protect.
And fully there that
If he misses it off the bat, I think umpire Ahmed's finger is going to go up very quickly as Cheyenne Puri hones in on those stumps. Swatted, no run, well fielded. 4 dot balls now.
You could argue if you're quick out of the blocks, there was a single there. I'm sure the Walsh brothers doing a lot of that earlier. Just beat him with pace there. It came through a little bit quicker and just rockets into his thigh pad.
Even better over this one from Puri. 5 dot balls now.
Yeah, Rao certainly hasn't looked comfortable here. See how he handles this final one. Does he stay disciplined?
And it's a maiden. Another maiden, the second maiden for the Hurricanes in this bowling innings. 13 overs done. Little Saiwan Tigers 47 for 1, still requiring another 124 for victory.
Yeah, very good there from Puri. Wicket in the previous over. He's come out. He's bowled a beautiful maiden over, the 13th.
I like.
Score stuck on 47.
I see there's a bowling change from the members' end, and I like it. I think Tajari's bowled 4 overs, needs a rest. Got his wicket, got the huge breakthrough, and so it's time to bring on a bit of spin.
Rush Garg will bowl his leg spin from the clubhouse end.
We don't often see spin from this end. See what he's got.
Probably the most senior spinner in the team, so therefore taking the responsibility. Spin at both ends now we're seeing.
He said that Tiki Iqbal, the captain, the coach for the Hurricanes, came out and maybe told them to be a little bit more up and about in the field, and we just heard that then. This first delivery for Garg was everybody in the Hurricanes team clapping, saying good ball. That's what we should have heard from the beginning, to be honest.
Struck Charlie Walsh there behind the stumps on the end of the fingers. Hopefully not the dodgy finger.
9 dot balls in a row now for the Hurricanes.
Umpire coming across and having a chat to Charlie. Maybe just about where did he take that one nearly in front of the stumps?
Which of course is a no-no.
Just a little warning there. No ball given.
And while they're doing that, well, I'm not sure about this field placement. All of a sudden, there is nobody on the offside behind square. If it pays off, I'm happy. If you get to Nedge and it runs down for 4, it'll be less so.
And you've nearly got 2 square legs, haven't you? One just behind the umpire, one just in front.
It's obviously dedicated. That's in the air. He's ready for it. He's got it. The wicket falls. The big wicket of Neil Padwa. He has to go on 1. Second wicket falls for the Little Saiwan Tigers. They are 47 for 2.
Look, Aaron Bush, I can only think that was a set plan from Charlie Walsh and Arus Garg there. They consciously moved slip out. They had a strange field of 2 square legs, one just behind, one in front, and also had the man at fine leg inside the circle. And that's where Neil Patwa has hit it. Garg's dropped it short on the leg side, saying to Patwa, hit me over the fence if you want to, if you're good enough. He couldn't. He's paddled it around the corner. Patwa's got to go.
That is a huge, huge wicket for the Hurricanes. The captain, Neil Patwa, he's still looking back. He cannot believe that he just hit it straight to that fielder at a sort of a leg gully.
Well, I just think he's been outdone in a game plan there. I just think that was clever from Walsh and Garg.
Perhaps deliberately targeting Neil. Maybe they've seen him do this before. Well, that's turned the balance back in favour of the Hurricanes. They still have Mangukia, who's probably coming out now. No, he's not coming out yet. They're saving him. Farouk is coming out to the crease. Two for
47 now, LSW.
Harushka gets a wicket in his first over. We were talking about dot ball pressure. The Hurricanes bowled 10 or 9 dot balls in a row and then got a wicket.
Yeah, on face value, you wouldn't say that was the greatest delivery, but I'll tell you, with that field change, I can only assume that it was totally intentional and it's picked up the wicket. And now you see the field go back to traditional, yeah? It was a plan for Neil Patwa, nothing surer than that.
The Walsh brothers now in catching positions, one with the gloves, one in first slip. Have to catch up with Captain Charlie Walsh after the game and see just exactly how that was executed. Garg to continue, 2 balls remaining in his first over. Oh, it's a direct hit and it's out! That's another wicket falls! And it's Rao. The opener has to go. Risky run. Direct hit out. I think it was a direct hit. I was looking at the scoreboard at the time.
That's just an outstanding piece of fielding there from KCC. Outstanding. Before you know it, they went into that a few overs earlier. They weren't up and about at all. They were flat in the field. They've set a plan. They've got Patwa. They've got an amazing run out. A direct hit. Rao, the opener's got to go. KCC all of a sudden have turned this game around. They're right on top.
Chris. Oh, wasn't direct. Charlie Walsh was involved in that one, we've just been told. This is what happens when I take my eyes off the ground and off the monitor for a second. And the new batter is, just confirming, it is Mangukia out to the crease. He might come out before, but now he's out. 2 wickets fell in that 14th over. Little Saiwan Tigers now 47 for 3 after 14 bots. That was a big run out.
Yeah, what a turnaround we've seen.
Oh, it's almost lost to Will Walsh there in close.
Openers were looking so solid and setting a great platform, and then before you know it, we've seen 3 wickets come from nowhere.
Full again. Fielded again by Will Walsh.
A beautiful Yorker from Dejari. Followed up by a plan being set for Patwa and getting his wicket, and then the run out.
2 new batters at the crease now. Farouk on strike. Preet Mangukia at the non-striker's end, yet to face a delivery. The top order is now back in the pavilion for Little Saiwan Tigers. More good bowling from Cheyenne Puri as well.
Zal, Abubakar, Farouk out there now. Scored a mountain of runs in the under-15s this year with a top score of 132 not out. Amazingly, Aaron also eligible for the under-13s, where he scored 973 runs in the under-13s 2020. 107 not out, his highest score at an average of 194.6. Thank you very much.
Does it say what team he scored that 107 against?
No.
I'm almost positive it's against my son.
He scored 973 runs in the under-13s T20s.
I think I've seen Farouk before.
We've got a player of the future on our hands, haven't we, with Fazal Abubakar Farouk.
Well, everybody out there, to be honest, today could be a superstar of the future. Preet Mangukia out there as well. Very, very handy with the bat.
I've seen Abubakar Farouk on most of his centuries. They come up on the LSW Facebook site. There's a beautiful photo of him with him in his glasses, celebrating again after another wonderful innings. I mean, You don't score nearly 1,000 runs in under 13s T20 without being absolute class.
As I said, I think I've seen him play and he's almost impossible in under 13s to get out.
Well, he's on strike now to Arush Garg. Technically extremely sound.
I could be wrong, but because you have to retire at 100 in under 13s. But I think what happened is the rest of the team got bowled out.
So he's come back.
So he's come back, and that's how he's got 107.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a mix-up again. Oh, Charlie gloved that. It was a better throw. Who knows? Preetman Gukia might have been going back for a diamond duck.
Yeah, I think Charlie Walsh, just by circumstance, found himself in front of the stumps there, Aaron. If he had been able to get himself alongside or behind the stumps, Preet might have been run out there as well.
That would have been a disaster for the Tigers. Arush Garg now to Preetman Gukia, who just defends, survives the golden duck ball.
This game's really turned on its head at the moment. Big partnership required here from these two young men.
Right on the toes there, Garg. Having to be chopped out by Preet.
Preet also, of course, under 13s player.
It's a bit loose there from Garg. I don't think it's going to get cut off, and Preet's going to get off the mark with a boundary. 4 runs, and that brings up the 50 for Little Saiwan Tigers. They're 53 for 3 after 16.
You're just going to Preet's stats in the under 13s, the same team, Abu Bakar, not to be outdone. And just in the T20s, Preet's racked up 742 runs at an average of 82 with a higher score of 109 not.
Absolutely cannot ride off Little Saiwan when these two are out in the middle. Might have got the top order out, but the Little Saiwan Tigers middle order is stacked as well.
Yeah, but both under 13s players. Isn't it fantastic to see a couple of under 13s out there for LSW? And don't look out of place at this under 17s level at all.
Shane Puria to continue from the bowling green end. Oh, he beats the outside to the appeal. Umpire Armour
a bit of an afterthought appeal.
I think it was. Have a look at the replay. Maybe Puria's getting a bit more spin as the ball gets older. Oh yes, good drift, good bounce, good spin. Again, he's getting great bounce.
It's good bowling, isn't it?
When was the last time, can you check on your stats there, Sultan of Stats, the last time a run was scored off Puri? I think he might have had one off the last over, or was that a maiden? He did.
Yeah, it was one off the last ball of the over.
So he's had one off.
It was 5 dots before that. It was 11 dot balls before that. It was 13 dot balls before that, 1 single off the last over.
And he's put 3 more in this over. Swept around the corner, no run there either.
So he's gone for 1 off his last 18 or 17. Yeah.
That's the kind of bowling you want in the eliminator. We should be taking a drinks break in about 2 minutes' time, bots.
Looking forward to that.
Love a good drink. Nice cup of tea. That's a leading edge, but he manages to just split 2 fielders. Very lucky.
Yeah, very much more good luck than good management, wasn't it? It was a real leading edge. He was trying to play it round onto the leg side and just flicked it into the offside. And Abu Bakar very, very, very lucky there. I'd really love to see these two get going, Aaron.
Well, they're going to have to be honest. Full.
Bang.
And it won't get through the field. Now we'll get the single, hopefully signalling to back up there, Will Walsh. That's the end of the 17th. Little Saiwan Tigers 55 for 3, requiring another 116 runs for victory. It's the drinks break, so we'll just quickly run through the batting and bowling card here at Kowloon Cricket Club. The Little Saiwan Tigers under 17s opened with Rao and Kasim Iqbal. They're both back in the sheds now. Rao run out, unfortunately. Manat Kitcher and Charlie Walsh combining 12 off 36 balls there. Kasim Iqbal looked really, really good, hitting the ball off the middle until he was bowled by an absolute peach of a Yorker from Dajari out for 23 off 42. And Neil Patwa was set up from Arush Garg and Charlie Walsh for a catch around the corner at Lake Gully by young Ty Chappell. Out for one, huge wicket. Out there in the middle now, Farouk not out on 3, and Preet Mangukia not out on 5. Little Saiwan Tigers are 55 for the loss of 3 wickets after 17. We'll check the bowling card. And we've used 5 bowlers for the Hurricanes. Ollie Shale opened up, 4 overs, none for 18. Leaker bowling from the members' end, 2 overs, 1 maiden, none for 6. Dejari, great wicket, 4 overs, no maidens, 1 for 17. Cheyenne Puri has toiled away, 5 overs, 1 maiden, none for 8. And Garg managing to get that big wicket of Neil Patwa on his 2 overs. We'll take the drinks break here and we'll be back for all the live action of the last half of this game, this innings, the last quarter of the game, very shortly. Welcome back to Kowloon Cricket Club for this Cricket Hong Kong Under-17s Eliminator Final. Aaron Bush with you. It is the KCC Hurricanes against Little Saiwan Tigers. We've just finished the drinks break here. Everybody getting back in position. The game, precarious. Not sure who's going to win this one, but whoever does will go through to the final next weekend. Little Saiwan Tigers, 55 for 3 after 17, 18 maximum overs remaining in the game. Discussions out in the middle, just off camera with Captain Charlie Walsh of the Hurricanes about the bowling lineup, I'm suggesting. Yes, Arish Garg is not going to continue from the members' end. Ty Chappell with the floppy hat on, which I'm sure he'll remove perhaps, as he marks his position, ready to bowl. Umpires signalling they are ready. The scorers are ready. I'm ready. Bott's almost about back to the commentary position to join us, then he'll be ready. And we'll be ready to get underway. Ty Chappell from the members' end. 18th over. 3 wickets down. Preet Mangukia on strike. Abul Bakr at the non-striker's end. Starts with the dot.
Big next half an hour for LSW here. 3 for 55 after 17. Chasing 170. The young under 13 stars at the crease. Preet and Abul Bakr. Ty Chappell introduced into the attack from the clubhouse end.
Started with a dot. Just a delay. Field changes, is it? Not really sure what. Again, slapped out there to point. Well fielded. Another dot ball.
Yeah, it was. It took a real turn off the grass, didn't it? And did well to stop that.
Our usual reminders when we're here at KCC, if you hear a ball being hit and you don't see a ball being hit, it's the training nets near the effects mic. That's come off the leading edge. Gets the single.
Didn't really bounce that one, Aaron. More skidded through.
That's what Charlie Walsh, the keeper, is saying. There's the single though. Run rate required up over 6.6 now, with the run rate dropping down to 3. Abul Bakr defends. 17th delivery he's faced. Final delivery. He's gone big, top edge, it's going to be out! He's caught it!
That's a tremendous catch.
We had to wait, he was rolling, we could just get confirmation.
That's a tremendous catch there, a point. I'm not sure who it is, to be honest with you, but what a tremendous catch. Abul Bakr threw everything at that, threw everything at it, and somehow the KCC fielder has got up there and taken a most magnificent catch. Charlie Walsh has actually gone up to Abul Bakr and said, unlucky, my friend. Absolute screamer, one for the ages.
Took the catch.
One for the ages.
Just going to get confirmation. Jumped in the air, fell down, rolled. We couldn't see if it was held. In the end, Abul Bakr's got to go. And he's angry with himself. You can see on the replay. Didn't see the replay of the shot, but had seen him slapping his back.
You can also see, Aaron, if you look towards the bowling club, someone from supporter has come onto the field remonstrating with the umpires about something or other. Arms are flying around down there. The umpires have gone down to talk to him.
As is Coach Khalid from Little Saiwan, now joining the discussion.
Yeah, I don't think
Captain
we'd like
Charlie
to see this.
Walsh from the Hurricanes.
Don't think we like to see too much of this. Coaches entering the field of play at the fall of wicket. Charlie Walsh over there as captain of the under-17s, listening.
There's about 4 Little Saiwan coaches positioned around the ground.
Well, I don't know how many they've got, because I don't know if that's a father or a coach who entered the field first to talk to the umpires. And the official coach entered the field. I have no idea what this is all about, but it's not a good look.
Whatever the case, Abul Bakr is back in the sheds, and Shian has come out to the middle to join Preet Mangukia with their team in a bit of strife at 56 for 4.
Yeah, a lot of strife now with the fall of that 4th wicket.
It was the end of the over. 18 overs done. Ty Chappell getting a wicket with his last delivery of his first over. More discussions between Captain Charlie Walsh and the two umpires, Asif and Ahmed.
It's the last ball of that over, so Preet will be on strike. It's played into the leg side, there'll be no run there. Will Walsh, short cover, enthusiastic, clapping his hands. I feel like they're well on top now, the KCC under 17 Hurricanes. Ollie Shao back into the attack. That's well fielded there. That point, there's no run. Preet 6 off 9. Sheehan, the new batter, yet to face a ball at the non-striker's end. Ollie Shao to continue. That's well played from Preet there. Just take the single down to third and go to 57.
Big job to do for Mangukia now, Lots. He's going to have to lead this team home. Still more than 114 runs required. Him and Sheehan out there in the middle. Big job to do.
Yes, indeed it is. After the opening partnership for 44, they've lost 4 for 13 since then, including the loss of the first opener. There seems to be a lot going on out here as well. You know, Coach Wakas Barkart hasn't entered the field of play for KCC, but he is talking to the bowler from the sideline, giving some advice. We've also got the LSW tent over there where what seems like 4 or 5 coaches are all on their phones.
Well,
doing
and
something.
what's just told by one of the umpires, not these umpires, but somebody that does umpire.
A qualified umpire.
A qualified umpire, that at no point is a coach allowed to enter the field of play, even if it's after a wicket.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's why.
If they want, they can write it in a report.
That's why I was talking earlier about I don't like to see that.
It's popped in the air. Oh, 1 bounce. Lucky there for Sheehan. Round of applause from Will Walsh, directed at Sheehan.
There's nothing wrong with being passionate in supporting cricket. You need discipline. And now the two coaches I can see have got together over the other side of the ground, the LSW coach and the KCC coach.
Coach Khalid from Little So-On having a chat to the head coach of KCC, Wakas Barkart.
Very animated in his arm actions.
Usually he is from the coach.
And to be honest, I have absolutely no idea what this discussion's all about. I wouldn't have a clue. So anyway, let's just get on with the cricket.
I agree.
We've got LSW trying to get themselves back into the game after a great opening partnership. It's all fallen apart a little bit.
Gets that edge. Lucky there's no Garg in there at first point, first slip.
Intentionally ran that off the face of the bat. It's a good shot from Preet there. Single off the last ball of the over. It's 4 for 60 after 19. Ty Chapel will continue.
Both getting excited.
Yeah, very excited from the clubhouse end. His father watching expectantly from the top of the clubhouse. And just punched into the offside. Will Walsh fields, no run.
Coaches everywhere, bots, from both teams.
Yeah, it's all happening.
It's once from LSW sitting down on the side screen. I can see under 17's coach Atik Iqbal down near the sheds. In a chat.
As the breeze comes up and cools some tempers here, maybe
there's
Callan Cricket Club.
There's 3 coaches having a discussion over there near the playground. Anyway, the game will continue. The eliminator pops in the air.
And pops into the offside and safely from Preet, who's on 8. This is the 20th over now. And just going along at about 3 and over. And you think the KCC under-17s Hurricanes will be thinking they've got 1 foot in the grand final the next Saturday. 111 runs required off 92 balls.
Never say never when Preet Manguki is out of the crease.
I agree with that.
Ooh. Chopped down on that one. No run.
Shohei Muta as well. I've seen him hit some of the biggest shots you'd ever likely to see. Very, very handy with the bat.
And he might need to, as the run rate continues to be slow. Not now, though. There it is, crunched by Mangukia.
Good shot.
Going all the way, I think. Diving effort, flicked back. Has he saved it? His hands in the air saying he did.
He doesn't know. He's looking for assistance from those on the boundary. It's given 4.
There we go.
That's good sportsmanship there from, I'm not sure who the fielder is, but he legitimately put both hands in the air and said, I don't know. Looked for advice to his left. They said, he crossed the rope, touching the ball, it's 4 runs.
And a glorious stroke there from Preet Mangukia. We were saying just moments earlier, never ride off little Saiwan when Preet Mangukia is out in the crease. Oh, they're reversing that decision. Oh, there's so much drama in the eliminator.
No, we've got another player on the field over there.
Have we?
We've got
I saw
a light blue shirt running round, just round for fine leg.
I saw umpire Asif signal this.
Oh, so it was overturned.
I think it's overturned. We need to find out how much it was.
1 run.
I think it was 3.
They cancelled the 4. I'm just trying to figure out how much they're ruling. Cancelled. 2 runs. 2 runs.
1 run.
1 run. 1 run given. All right.
They thought it was 4. Drama. Can we just have it just a peaceful over?
It's just drama after drama.
Can
at
we
the end of the
just
20th.
have 6 deliveries where there isn't overrules or coaches on the pitch or people in blue running past or people walking across the field?
4 for 61, which was 4 for 64, but -3.
It is 61 for 4. 20th over. 15 overs remain. Ali Shah to continue. This is his 6th over.
If anyone's watching this back, I know there's some people not watching it live, but if anyone's watching it back, when you're watching cricket, especially junior cricket, there is nothing worse than seeing a coach enter the field or an assistant coach, whoever they are, with arms remonstrating in the air. There is nothing worse than seeing that, if anyone's watching this back. Ollie Shah continues.
All that action was off camera, so you can only have to listen to us. That's a great shot. That's 4 runs.
A beautiful shot. Absolutely beautiful shot from Preet.
Again, you cannot ride off little Saiwan when Manguki is at the mid. That's just an absolutely glorious stroke. Now putting protection on the rope to stop that.
He's all class, the young man. That was just a beautiful, beautiful cricket shot. Easy as you like. His timing was perfect.
And you
Put
just
it away,
know,
4 runs.
If they put a player there, you'll just find the next gap. This time, dabbles it down onto the leg side. Tried to swat it away on the leg side, but just picked out that short mid-wicket.
Yeah, Roosh Garg in there at short mid-wicket, just well fielded. Preet trying to find the boundary again, but just hit it straight to Garg there. No run. Ollie Shale just eases that into the leg side. Will get one there. Garg 3 paces round to his right, couldn't field it, gets through, single.
5 off the overs so far. Handy runs. Getting close to bringing that runs required under the 3 figures.
Beautiful afternoon, Aaron, here. Bright blue skies over the top of KCC, light cloud behind us over Coxey's Road, Coxey Door.
Final delivery of the 21st over. It's lofted. Just be the single. He's got to come back for a second. Well run. If it doesn't, yeah, it's well run.
Oh, really well run there from LSW. Really well run. Good intent. Ball pitch, spun to the left. They saw a second was on. They took it.
21 overs done. Little Saiwan Tigers 68 for 4, requiring another 103 runs for victory. What's interesting, they scored 2 runs there and the ball barely made it outside of the inside circle. And they made it down to the boundary that they thought was a 4 and only ran 1. I thought they'd run 3 because it went all the way down there, but they gave up because they thought it was 4. And that's why you never give up running.
No, that's exactly right.
If you lose by 2 runs, you can look back at that and go, hang on, perhaps we should have ran that one out.
Look, in
that's
every
what
game,
you learn.
Yeah, that's right, mate. In every game of junior cricket, there's a learn, isn't there? There's a takeaway, and that's one, isn't it? Always run hard and just go by the umpire's decision, okay? Run as hard as you can between the wickets. 21 overs gone. 4 for 68. Looks like a Roosh Leak back into the attack, is it?
Yeah, Leaker coming back in.
So a couple of overs from Ty Chappell. He bowled well. 2 overs, 1 for 2.
Leaker with 2 overs, 1 maiden, none for 6 as well. Dejari's still got 3 overs left, I believe.
Yeah, past Dejari, 4 overs, 1 for 17.
I'd like to see him back into the attack at some point, unless they're saving him for the last 5, 4, 6, 7 overs. But being the youngster, perhaps these middle order overs are more suited to him. Plenty of bowling options out there. Roosh Garg's only bowled the 2 as well, I think.
Yeah, there's plenty of go-to. One just got up a little bit more than Preet expected and couldn't run it down to 3rd like he was trying to do so.
Doesn't take much to get up on Preet. He's not the tallest of players, so he's very young. And he is so young, and he is so small, and he is so good.
Yeah, he is indeed.
It's just the package. You see this young fella, a little shorter than the other players coming out the middle, you think, oh, this will be easy. And then he does, look at that. Just perfect form.
No, beautiful technique. And you look at the future of the LSW club with some of the youngsters they've got coming through, it's tremendous. Leaker to continue.
Slashed away on the offside. Behind point, it's split 3 fielders, 4 runs again.
Jeez, that was a beautiful shot. Just cut behind point, picked the gap beautifully. Flies away to the boundary for 4.
The timing.
Yeah, that's what it's about, Aaron, you're right.
He's just leant on it past the behind point and it's raced down to the boundary because it sort of flowed off the bat onto the pitches there and just raced away for 4.
Yeah, at this point of his life, he's not big in stature, but I tell you what, he's big in talent, he's big in technique, and he's big in heart. All the rest will come. Wonderful little all-round package that we're watching here. He's on 18 off 28.
Doesn't the runs required now under 100 with that boundary. 99 required for the Tigers. And we're going to see another game today here at KCC that comes right down to the last over. Swing and a miss to end the 22nd. Little Saiwan Tigers are 72 for 4 off 22.
He's doing a good job here, Preet. He's got to be there, get through the next 5 overs or so.
The other Arush Garg's going to come on from the bowling green end. Tag team of Arushas for the Hurricanes. He bowled from the members end to start with. Now he's going to try his luck. He got a wicket. He got a huge wicket. Got the huge wicket of Neil Patwa, the captain of the Tigers. Now he's coming back in. Still got 5 overs remaining. He can bowl out from here. He'll be bowling to Xian, who's on 3 off 3. We haven't seen him on strike for a while. Preet's been hogging the strike.
Yeah, has indeed. So now he'll get a look at Arush Garg here. See what he can do.
It's a big call, big appeal. And they've gone through for a single as well. They get through safely.
Yeah, there's a bit of a run-out chance at the non-strikers end it turned out there. It's gone through for buys.
So what the umpire is saying, umpire Ahmed, that is pitched and spun
Charlie Walsh.
a long way.
Charlie Walsh is looking down to look at the umpire, absolutely dumbfounded that that was given a buy.
Because it's pitched on middle and off. It's flowing down the leg side. Or over leg stump. That's going for runs. Big runs, 1 bounce, 4.
Yeah, it's good. That's bad bowling from Arush Garg, but well done, Preet. Got up and under that. 4 runs. He goes to 22. He's faced 30 deliveries. He's doing a wonderful job keeping LSW in this, giving them a chance as they go into, as we move towards the last 10 overs.
Watching the replay, way down leg, and it was just well played. He knew the field was inside the circle, so he's lofted over it, flowing down for a handy 4 runs. That one beating though. Can't play them all. But it was good awareness because he could have easily left that delivery before and got a wide, got the 1 run, and he knew he could get 4 out of it, so he pivoted on it.
Yeah, that's right. It's good cricket, right?
Another good one lofted, 1 bounce into the fence for 4. This is a good over from Preet Mangukia and the Tigers.
Yeah, he goes again. Arush Garg puts it in the wrong spot, and young Preet just takes full advantage. What a little show he's putting on here. He goes to 26.
I think they are trying the same tactic as they did against Neil Patwa, but they're coming up against Preet Mangukia. They've got Ty Chappell there, waiting for that little pop around the corner.
They haven't got the second square leg, though.
And that's going to go out to the 1 square leg. But Preet's up to the challenge, and he's just putting it over the top of that leg gully.
Absolutely he is.
That short
That's
leg.
great over from Little Saiwan.
Absolutely. 23 overs done. Little Saiwan Tigers 82 for 4 off 23. They need another 89 now for victory off 72 balls.
They've got to keep it in range for the next, say, 5 overs and see where they're at. Sheehan's just only faced the 4 balls. He's on 3. Preet doing a wonderful job. 27 off 34. Still very much got a game on our hands here. Arush Lika. Oh, it's pulled from Preet. pulled well. It's not going to go all the way to the boundary. He's only going to get one. As Dujari comes round and fields. There's the single. He goes to the safety of the non-striker's end. On 28 now off 35. Charlie Walsh, captain behind the stumps, just making a few field changes, bring deep square up inside the circle. Well, left-hander, sorry, so bring it up to point. Just defends Sheehan. No run there. Cracking afternoon, the Cowley Cricket Club. The shade has enveloped the vast majority of the ground. Just sun that's coming through is just the cracks between a couple of the big high-rise apartments on Cox's Road. Temperature is extremely pleasant now after being extremely hot all day. Leaker. Ooh, upish into the offside, but he'll get one. Give Preet the strike again. Got the score down well under 100 now. It's going to be another 11 after this one. And Preet gets that away into the leg side. He's looking for the boundary rope, couldn't find it, just gets the single. Chance of an overthrow? No, well backed up. Look, you're doing a good job. 3.4 overs, one maiden, none for 13. 3 off the 4 balls so far. Smashed into the offside, but the sweeper will clean that up. It's a Rush Garg out there. Another single to the total. They need more than that LSW.
85 off 67. 1 ball remaining in the 24th. That'll leave us with 11 overs. 6 wickets in hand for the Little Saiwan Tigers. That's slotted. It's going to be a catch. It is! Ty Chappell takes a catch, and Preet Mangukia has to go. The big wicket falls. He is staring. He's waiting. He's not leaving yet. Preet Mangukia. The Hurricanes are celebrating.
Yeah, Ty Chappell's taking a good catch, short ball, just flat batted down the ground. He's just walking back, shakes hands with one of the KCC players as he begins to leave the crease.
Is he leaving the crease?
He's talking to the umpire about something. He's saying above head height or something, but as soon as you put your bat on it, that negates anything as far as that's concerned. So he's probably just inquiring, a young man inquiring about the rules. He might have thought if it's above his head, he might get a free hit at that as a no ball, but of course that's only if it's on the full, not if it's just earlier, which that one did. So just a polite inquiry there from the young man, I think, of the umpires, which he's entitled to do, and he walks off. He did very, very well. He'll be disappointed, of course. He knew how important it was for a spot in the grand final that he kept going. He wasn't able to do it, but he continues.
We're just going to look at the replay again here, Bots. Pulled it up once, but we were looking at what was happening on the field. Just watching the delivery from... the replay timed out. We didn't get to see it. Might be able to see it if I go home and watch it on YouTube. So out in the middle now, Xian and Mutta.
Yeah, it sure is. Come out now.
Troubling times for the Tigers. 86 for 5. 11 overs remain. Now discussions between KCC head coach Wakas Baka on the field, and brought out some drinks for his players.
And it was the umpire called Coach Wakas Baka over.
Many discussions between coaches and umpires during this eliminator final. But we will continue.
Rushgaard's going to take it from the bowling club end, Aaron, it seems. He's bowled his 3 overs, 1 for 14. They need under 8 and over here. Still very much game on if they can hold wickets together for the next 6 or 7 overs, Aaron.
It's all that the Tigers can do now. They need to put a partnership together right now between these two out in the middle, Shihan and Mutha. The spin duo now need to do it with the bat. Speaking of spin, that's lofted. What a catch! He's got the wicket immediately. Arushgard drawing Shihan into a lofted drive, shot over near the mid-wicket, running around on the boundary, and another wicket falls.
Yeah, it was good intent from Shihan there, but and he did get a good piece of it, but didn't get enough of it. And that was a wonderful catch, running around 10 metres to his right. I have absolutely no idea who the fielder there was, Aaron. Hopefully you do. But it was a wonderful catch from KCC. That's the back of Shihan. This is going to make it very difficult now for LSW. Sure, Mutha is out there. He hasn't faced the ball. He's been joined by a new partner who also has not faced the ball.
And the KCC Hurricanes are now on a team hat-trick, I do believe. Does that sound about right? We had a wicket at the end of the last over, a wicket at the beginning of this over. A team hat-trick would just, well, I mean, why not? Everything else has gone on today. It's been crazy. Why not a team hat-trick? Fantastic catch from the opener for the Hurricanes, Prakar. And here we go, team hat-trick on the line here. Can the Hurricanes, like I said, everything else has happened this game. Oh, he's beaten him, but no, couldn't get the edge. Iqbal survives. The pace bowler, Sultan Iqbal, out there in the middle now, joining Mutha, who's yet to face a ball. Oh, he's beaten him again. It's a catch. It's out. It wasn't a team hat-trick, but they went wicket, wicket, dot wicket. Another wicket falls. Little Taiwan Tigers now 86 for 7, and that's all sorts of trouble. What a wicket. Just at the right time. 3 wickets in a row. Wicket, wicket, dot, wicket. Just had to evade a flying empty water bottle from KCC head coach Wakas Bakat. Apparently when I got excited with the wicket, I scared him. That's what happens. Zishan here doing the directing, producing. He's used to it. He's dealt with me many a time with Cricket Hong Kong commentary. Wakas walked into the commentary position to get some more water at the wrong time. Got scared because I got excited. Brodders went off and went for a walk around the park and missed it all. He's back now.
Very much saw the wicket pushy. Great catch behind the stumps from Charlie Walsh, captain.
Swatted.
Oh, it's half a chance there from Rushgaard.
Oh, I think he
went past him in the air.
Half chances.
Everyone up.
Went past him in the air. Get a hand on that, son.
You just hear head coach Wakas Bakat forgetting about the effects mic, telling everyone to switch on, and rightly so. It's gone down leg wide. Yes, no. They don't need to lose another wicket here, the Tigers, from a silly run out.
Well, sure, Mutha's come out there and he's seen 2 wickets fall and he hasn't faced a ball yet.
As I was saying, the team was on a team hat-trick and they got 3 and 4.
Mutha's just stood up there at the other end, watched all the damage fall around him.
Another swing and a miss. Hurricanes right on top now. 3 more wickets. And this game is over, the eliminator. Another swing and a miss, end of the 25th over. Little Taiwan Tigers 87 for 7, still requiring 84 runs off just 60 deliveries.
Yeah, Rushgard finishes his 4th over there. 4 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 15, 2 wickets in that over. Really trying to take away any hope that LSW might have. Mutha at the, well, he'll be on strike. He'll face his first ball. Imran Ahmed will be at the non-striker's end. He's none off 3.
Harush Leka to continue from the members' end. Got a wicket with his final delivery of the last over from him.
Now Mutha's really got nothing to lose here.
And the Hurricanes know so. They are putting as many back on the rope as they can. There is a single pretty much everywhere.
Big gap between long on and deep mid wicket. It's Monish Aswani, Jade Botfield and Ahan Trivedi walk in front of the commentary position.
They're liking what they see.
Watching this game intently.
From the Hurricanes now. Played this morning.
Good
Glad
support
they stuck
from everyone.
around. Yes,
yeah.
indeed. Oh, that was quick.
They've stuck around to support their under 17 club mates, which is fantastic to see.
A team I'm sure they all played in once upon a time.
Last year, all 3 of them.
Yes. Hurricanes?
Yes.
There you go.
Title winners, yes.
Well, if the Hurricanes win this Eliminator final, there'll be half a chance. They'll be into the major final next weekend.
Mutha just defends there. Just having a look at a couple. Don't think he'll wait for too many more.
If you're just joining us, we had Mutha in the commentary position for a while. Had a nice chat. What a lovely lad.
No, lovely young man. And he got what he wanted at the start, which was the nice partnership. Got through the 10 overs. But then through that middle order, it hasn't really worked out for them. Preet was fantastic. There we go.
Swatted that one, but it's up in the air. It's a chance for a catch just outside of the reach. I think it's Ollie Shale diving outside the circle. Didn't get all of that. He got lucky. Oh, he almost just about cleaned up umpire Asif practicing the shot.
He did in the practice shot at the non-striker's end. Nice little thing on the cricket
You're not
field.
going to get the 50-50s if you do that, young man.
Nearly took the umpire's head off in his practice shot, having not exactly middled it. Ahmed's turn now. No run, just a mid-off.
Getting away from the Tigers now, 83 off 56. Leaker in again. 1 for 15 so far. Swatted on the offside, no run. Ooh, almost a cheeky run out. We said at the beginning, the first 10 overs, the KCC Hurricanes in the field were very, very flat. They're not flat anymore. They're up and about, patting each other on the back, clapping. They know they're 3 wickets away from making the final. That's a great shot. It's got through the infield. That should go all the way for 4. And it does.
Yeah, a lovely shot from Ahmed there. Just rocked onto that. 4 from the moment it left the bat. He picked the gap and it just rocketed away over just to the left of the pool pavilion. Great boundary for LSW.
Much needed runs. Angling back in towards Ahmed, but he was onto it early. Shuffled the back foot out. And that's the end of the 26th over. Triple So 1 Tigers, 92 for 7. They need 79 off 54 deliveries. Arush Garg will continue from the bowling green end. And why wouldn't he?
Make that just under 9 and over, Aaron. 8.7 and over required.
A bit tough. 2 wickets in his last over, Garg. Having a good day out there now. Just shuffling the field around.
He's got to stay off leg stump. They brought Ty Chappell up inside the circle of the short boundary behind square. There's a man at deep square leg, but he's got to be outside off stumper Rushgard. Rushgard, top of his mark. Mutter on strike. Well, bottom edge bolt.
He's chopped it on. He has chopped it on. Well, you get him any way you can. Rushgard gets another wicket.
Yeah, Rushgard gets his fourth there. Leg spinner to leg spinner. He finds the bottom edge of Shoria Mutter's bat. LSW have lost their 8th at 92. They may have lost their hope with the fall of that wicket with Mutter.
He got a bit of spin, moved away from Mutter, and he bottom edged it straight onto the off stump. There it is. Chopped it straight on. Good delivery though. It spun maybe half a foot. So Mutter was expecting it perhaps to come straight on. Did not. Moksha coming out to the crease now with his team in a world of hurt. 92 for 8, 79 runs required off 53 deliveries. And they fired up. Arush Garg, 4 wickets now in his 4.1 overs. Took a wicket with his first ball in the last over as well. Here he is, Garg, Moksha.
And there's one more here, Garg, for his Michelle. It should be absolutely lovely in a eliminator to put them through into the grand final. Short, played into the leg side. Oh, beats the man and spins off the ground. Just going to get one, they're going to come back for 2.
Well run. Didn't judge the spin there, square leg. As it pitched on the old turf pitches, it spun away, much like the spin Garg is getting at the moment. Floated this one up, just left alone outside off. Garg again. Missed.
No edge.
That's the end of the 27th over. Little Taiwan Tigers 94 for 8. The bowling card now up on the screen. You can see it. It's all about Garg and his 4 wickets. The great wickets as well. Got the wicket of Neil Patwa, the captain, with a absolutely excellent executed plan. We'll go back and watch that on the YouTube a few times.
Aaron, just looking at the fall of wickets, they were none for 44, Little Saiwan. Then they lost 7 for 42.
It has been a collapse of eliminator proportions. Leaker to continue. This is his 6th over. 1 maiden, 1 for 19. Bottom edge, well kept.
Yeah, good grab there from Walsh, one-handed. Saved runs. At least 1, possibly 4.
And he said when he came and talked to us in the tent, he wanted to lead by example, even though he's slightly injured. Got an injured hand. Wasn't stopping him there. That was a great stop. We're still, 27, we're into the 28th over now. And he's still putting in all the effort he can. There's an edge, but too far to the side of Walsh. It was a slips catch for sure. Gets away with it. Ahmed moves to 5. Moksha now on strike. He's 2 from 5.
Strange bounce on that one, Aaron.
Was Moksha is remonstrating with somebody about it.
He's remonstrating with the wicket, I think. He goes down and has a look.
He was looking at point, but I thought he was going to talk to the umpire about it. The umpire's obviously at square leg. I think he was just bemused.
Yeah, he was very confused. How did that ball end up where it did? We've seen that uneven bounce, haven't we?
We have. Right on the toes this time. Chopped out to Will Walsh. No run. I do want to see Tajari back into the attack before this game's over. I'm not sure you're going to get a chance now, but it would be great.
4 overs, 1 for 17.
Yep, so he's got
Tajari. Just Ty Chappell, the 2 overs, everyone 4 or more.
It's gone down leg and it will be wide.
Very well taken there from Walsh down leg side that time.
So Tajari's got 3 overs left. 2 wickets to get. The run rate's now getting a little bit out of control. 75 runs required off 44 deliveries. It'll be good to see the Hurricanes clean them up. Be a confidence booster going into the final rather than just seeing out the 35 overs. Punched again to Will Walsh, no run.
Coming up to the end of the 28th over now. 75 runs for victory off just the 8 overs. 7 overs, sorry, so over 10 and over required.
That's high in the air, could be a chance. Ty Chappell getting underneath it. He's bobbled it, but he's caught it. He's going, I thank my lucky stars I kept that one. It bobbled out, then he caught it again, and he gets the wicket. Moksha has to go.
Yeah, he certainly dropped it. I'm not sure he hasn't dropped it onto his nose, and then somehow it's ended up back in his hand. So the catch has been taken in the end. It was up there, it was moving around in the breeze. Ty Chappell ends up taking the catch. That's the 9th wicket down from LSW. Moksha goes. Just the 1 more from KCC required to see them take their place in the under-17s Premier Division Grand Final next Saturday at Ting Kwong Recreation Reserve.
3rd catch for Ty Chappell to go with his 1 wicket bowling. He's having a field day, as you would say, out in the field.
Good day, Chappell. Good day. Enjoys his cricket enormously, Ty Chappell.
Harush Garg will continue from the bowling green, and Muhammad Ali Usman out there in the middle, the tail ender, coming in at number 11. He'll be at the non-striker's end. Ahmed on strike to Garg. Garg's at bowled 5 overs, 1 maiden, 4 for 17. He wants his Pfeiffer.
He'd love this Michelle, wouldn't he? Always special.
Explain the Michelle.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, there we go. I'm old, but there's no way I was going to remember that one.
Garg looking for his own lovely Michelle. He throws a warm-up ball to mid-off.
You know
As
why?
we have another shoelace issue, Aaron
it's a
Bush.
shoelace issue. Yeah, we go.
Oh, goodness me. I thought we'd seen the last one for the day. Charlie Walsh has had to derobe his hands.
And rightly so. He's had his shoes tied up about 3 times.
Inners are off, gloves are off, shoelaces of the batter tied up.
Paying
Number 11, he sat there all day waiting for a bat.
That's the number 10 at the moment.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Because it was the end of the over. Usman's down the other end. Ahmed on strike. He's on 5. He's facing Garg. Big full missed.
Wide.
I think I just heard a call from the field to the effects mic of keep it under 100.
It was, I guarantee you that came from the nets, not from the actual field. I recognise that voice.
I've just seen who's in the nets.
The voice doesn't live with me, but it was one of his mates.
He's beaten him this time. Good
well
delivery.
It's well bowled.
One of the players from this morning's T20 Sunday Elite Cup game in the nets. Waiting for this game to come to its inevitable conclusion.
But it is good to see a lot of the younger boys who played in the seniors today. If they weren't playing, they're not eligible for under-17s any longer. They have stayed around to support this big eliminator game for a spot in the grand final. It's a lot of what KCC is about club support.
Toe of the bat, that one. Beats the infield. Won't beat the sweeper out on the rope. They'll come back for 2. And they get there.
Yeah, they do. Where there's life, there's hope from LSW's perspective.
99 for 9.
We'll see if they keep them under the 100 call can come to fruition.
Well, here is the tail ender. Oh no, they scored 2, so it is still Ahmed on strike. And they are not going to keep it under 100 because there's a bit of a misfield from Will Walsh, so they'll come back for 2, and the 100 is up for Little Saiwan Tigers. They are 101 for 1, 101 for 9 after 29. 72 to win, 36 balls remaining.
There's one to come in this over, Aaron,
Sorry,
I think.
there it is. And it's swatted for more runs. Lots of room out there towards the playground area. Oh, there's a huge mix-up. This game is over, I think. Oh, no! It hit the batter running down the pitch. It's going to probably go all the way for 4. I mean, we've had everything else. We had a 5 run in the first innings.
Well, we would have had a 6 there because it was coming back from the second. It was accidentally thrown into his boot and it's run down, and they've got, I think, 3. And there's no problem with that. The batter didn't change his line.
Absolutely not.
The batters are yelling at each other for the massive mix-up.
And then they got the overthrows.
There's no protest from the KCC field. But what a little lovely piece of cricket that was.
Guess who's back into the lineup after the 29th over? We're still waiting to confirm how many runs were run and overthrown there, but Jari back into the lineup from the members' end.
He bowled beautifully from this end earlier today. 4 overs, 1 for 17. Good chance to take his second.
Here comes Tajari. He's tried that Yorker again, just a little short.
If you're Tajari, you'd probably try to bowl 6 of them, wouldn't you, if you need to?
Absolutely.
You'd back yourself to get 1 of them through.
It's the tail enders. It's the number 10 and 11. Are we talking about here? Or it's the number 9 and 11.
Number 9 and 11, yeah.
Still, that's 6 Yorkers in the death bowling. You can either decide to get dot balls outside off or put them on
strike. He's 11 off 14.
He's given that one a bit shorter, and he's given it a big slap, but it's just going to be the single, which will bring the number 11 on strike for the first time.
Yeah, Usman, who bowled very well earlier today, was very impressed with Muhammad Ali Usman's bowling. Let's see what he's got to offer with the blade.
67 off 34. One more wicket for the Hurricanes to win. It's a leading edge. It just doesn't carry, then it spins, so they get through for a single. He gets off the mark off the first delivery.
Yeah, big outside edge there, through the bat and outside off and outside edge. And as you said, Aaron just spun away from the fielder, gave him the chance to get through for a single and get himself off the mark.
Ahmed back on strike now, 12 from 16. Toe of the bat, they should be out. It is! That's the end of the game! KCC Hurricanes are through to the under-17s final. They have defeated the Little Saiwan Tigers, putting 170 on the board and bowling them all out for 105. What a game of cricket. KCC Hurricanes, commiserations to the Little Saiwan Tigers. They're all out for 105. Hurricanes through, winning the eliminator. Bots.
Yeah, big effort there from the Hurricanes. They should be very proud of themselves, very happy. Grand final again for an under-17s team from KCC. Well constructed, 170 this morning. Charlie Walsh, the standout, obviously, with the big score. They've done well. They've come out in the field on a very hot day. they saw the openers from LSW put on 44 and really start to establish a platform, but they fought back and wickets fell consistently, and they were too good in the end, KCC. They win by 65.
We'll run through the batting and bowling cards before we finish up today's coverage. The final game of the 2022-23 season we will be covering live here from Kowloon Cricket Club. As you can see, the little Saiwan Tigers batting card. Rao opening with Kasim Iqbal. Rao was run out for 12 off 36. Kasim Iqbal bowled by an absolutely beautiful Yorker from Zajari. Out for 23. Neil Patwa did not last long. He was drawn into the trap by Garg, caught by Ty Chappell, one of his 3 catches today. Abu Bakr was caught by Batani off the bowling of Chappell for 3. Preet Mangukia, he was looking in great form there for a while until he was caught by Chappell off the bowling of Liga for 29. Shian was out there for only the 8 deliveries until he was caught off the bowling of Garg. And Mutha, the big hitting Mutha, didn't last very long either. Only 4 deliveries for his 1 until he was bowled by Garg. Iqbal caught behind by Charlie Walsh off the bowling at Garg. Ahmed out for 12 off the bowling of the Jari right then at the end. And Moksha was the 9th wicket to fall. He was caught by Chappell off the bowling of Lika, not out there at the end. The number 11, Usman, not out on 1. We'll have a look at the bowling card for the KCC Hurricanes. Opening the bowling, Ollie Shale and Lika. Ollie Shale toiled away but did not find a wicket. 6 overs, no maidens, none for 29. Lika, he bowled 6 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 21. Very nice. And Tajari right there at the end got his 2nd wicket. 4.3 overs, no maidens, 2 for 19. Chayan Puri, he bowled very well. Unlucky not to get any wickets. 5 overs, 1 maiden, none for 8. The man with all the wickets, it was Arush Garg. 6 overs, 1 maiden, 4 for 24. And Ty Chappell bowled 2 overs, no maidens, 1 for 2. Bots! End of a very, very good day of cricket here at Kowloon Cricket Club.
Yeah, absolutely tremendous, and I just encourage all viewers to stay in contact with the Cricket Hong Kong socials, be it on Facebook, be it on Instagram, be it on Twitter, to see what games are broadcast live next week. You've got grand finals on 17s, you've got grand finals in Saturday Cup, you've got semi-finals and grand finals in Sunday T20. So stay in contact with Cricket Hong Kong socials. You'll see which games are broadcast, and you might even hear us again next week, Aaron.
Well, Potts, it's been a great day. Thanks for joining us. And Aaron Bush, he's signing off for the last time here at Kowloon Cricket Club for the 2022-23 season. We'll be back live for the games here in the 23-24 season. But until then, Aaron Bush signing off.